biz. Got my first 100 bins and made it do the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stafford on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you still had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the Titans come up here 1st and 15, but kind of interesting, the Titans were penalized the second least amount in the NFL in 2017.
Big 20.
Stafford. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A 3rd and inches, you pretty much expect to see straight-ahead runs, and this one doesn't quite go that way. And it certainly didn't help him trying to pick up a first down.
And trying to get to the outside, lost yardage. And McManus able to put it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Foles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Foles. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Foles. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Stafford. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the ball, on the ball.
Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Going deep downfield, and this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. McManus now for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Sutton now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. Big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Greg Olsen was the intended target. 3rd down here. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now back to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Tag 50, tag 50. 22.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set, lady. Hey, 22.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Going deep downfield. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I
think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On second down, Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 61 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Alteron Werner with the tackle. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Lets it go for Nelson. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Back to throw, Stafford. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Foles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down at Stafford. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Sutton now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Foles. He goes underneath to Freeman. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Go.
Foles. And incomplete on the deep ball. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He got 29 yards that time. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, go. Sound good.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Pass 54! Jumbo, jumbo!
Throwing here, Stafford forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis is white. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I'm feeling all kites. My block. New Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be out. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they one ride down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in there gently. Ain't being friends with these. Like mistletoe, this do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that on your own. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch.
I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.